As I said before, I gave this movie an 8 out of 10. It isn't shot for shot, it is different, it is an enjoyable experience. Now, that's my final score for 2020. Let's talk about how I would see the story continue in some way or so. Oh. You know what? It should cross paths with Aladdin 2019. Sure, both movies weren't good, but but here's what this needs to be done. Like 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 I mean, after seeing Linda Larkin and Ming-Na Wen's Jasmine on becoming friends on the internet, since the voice actresses were friends in real life, we could finally see this friendship work in live action now that Naomi Scott and Liu Yifei moved away from Power Rangers and Outcast. Because those movies, people were like, no, no, we stick to Transformers and Star Wars because we at least have, you know, you know, um, The Last Night and The Force Awakens. I'm really glad it worked. Mean, mean, with Naomi Scott and Lee Fay becoming friends, we could get away from Decre Montgomery and Hayden Christensen now that they have Venom Suit and Yosin Ann. Now, if I were to see Mulan 2020 continue, it would cross paths with Mulan 2019. So basically, Mulan 2020 ended with the suggestion that Mulan should join the Emperor's personal court in international conflicts. Meaning, ooh, could they go to Agrabah? It could involve going outside, help patch up the trade routes Boricon damaged during his rampage, which means traveling to the western deserts outside of China. And there won't be any time period differences. No, no, no. We could see the Emperor's Guard dealing with the trade routes. Then they could end up in Agrabah with Jasmine as the first queen of Agrabah, alongside Aladdin, while the genie is off traveling the world, and he could be part of the story at some. His travels could take him to China. Jafar might come back as an all-powerful genie. A war between China and Agrabah would work as they come to blow over trade negotiations. I mean, I mean, we could see these characters come into conflict, something we haven't seen yet. The core cast of Aladdin, the core cast, Wallenstein, morally opposites. Because the thing is, when Naomi Scott portrayed Jasmine, you can tell that's not Kimberly Hart. Kimberly Hart in Power Rangers, she was this Michaela Baines wannabe, and I didn't like it. That character is is basically Dean Israelite, like Michael Bayingifying in Power Rangers' female protagonist with lots of objectification. And of course, uh, Liu Yifei was Lian in Outcast. And what we have all said is that Lian feels so much like Padme Amidala. All she does is is having not much presence in fighting. All she wants to do is bang on Hayden Christensen on screen. Not a good sign. I mean, this is a war film. You don't need the love story between Anakin and Mulan to absorb half the 90-minute runtime. We'll pretend those movies didn't happen. We at least have Transformers and Star Wars to begin with. Which, speaking of, Aladdin had Frank Welker and Alan Tudyk, both from Transformers. Mulan had Donnie Yen and Ming Na Wen, both from Star Wars. So there's your good explanation. Mm, mm. I mean, Mulan did more than Jasmine. She has some traits of fake objectives to achieve, fake identities to achieve their objectives. Was both, both were by the rules society's cast for them. So now Aladdin and Jasmine have to prefer subverting running rules as they see fit. It meaning it's not good, and even when customs hurts her, she remains true to her beliefs. The contrast alone would be interesting to see if given to the proper creative team. Okay, it's a silly idea. Maybe the kids will like it. It, it, it. I mean, in, I could see this happening somewhere down the line. The original animated Aladdin crossed paths with Hercules, and Aladdin had success because of two sequels and an animated series. Uh, well, one sequel wasn't good, so good job. Uh, we'll we'll see if this is the story we wanted, because I hope that's the crossover we've been needing. Maybe it will happen somewhere down the line. It might happen. It might happen. I just hope that we can all pretend Outcast and Power Rangers never existed, because the Yu Fei and Naomi Scott should become friends. They were friends in real life, but this time on screen.